My son was a victim of a physical crime, which landed him in the ICU at Children's Hospital for 6 days. He was punched in the head, dropped to the ground, had a concussion, fractured skull, hearing loss, and an epidural hematoma. So his brain had bled for 6 hours. And the whole time that he was on the ground, bleeding and eyes rolled back, people jumped in and filmed him on the ground.
I'm Jordan Peisner, a 16-year-old social media safety advocate. I was a cyberbullying victim, and a video of me getting beat up was posted online.
What I learned after researching what's been going on is it's happening all over the world. It's an epidemic. Kids, unfortunately, are taking these horrific moments and they're filming them and they're sharing them so that they could get popular.
The Organization for Social Media Safety is a non-profit dedicated to making social media safe for everyone. Current social media-related dangers include cyberbullying, hate speech, harassment, human trafficking, democracy tampering and propaganda, and privacy invasion, among others.
Social media is at the center of virtually every sex trafficking case. Victims are often lured from what are considered to be safe websites. Unfortunately, there's no geographic region that is immune to it. It happens in virtually every town and every city and every neighborhood.
Our generation, the main thing we use is social media and phones, the internet, and I think it just gets to an unhealthy point where we are just using social media as the main means of communication.
I'm speaking out about this because I just don't want it to happen to anybody else.
The Organization for Social Media Safety keeps everyone safe through a comprehensive approach that includes innovative educational programming, public advocacy, and technology development.
At LAUSD, we have about 1,200 schools and over 600,000 students. And a recent survey we conducted indicates that nearly half of our students have at one point in their educational career been a victim of cyberbullying.
There are many people who are suffering because of other people on social media, and we do need to change that.
One thing that started the conversation is we had a suicide on our campus in 2012. A student jumped from the 3rd floor and killed himself, and it really impacted our community, and it really got us on the idea of what's going on, what can we do better to help support our students.
What I see with students when they come in, when they're being cyberbullied, there's nowhere to go. There's no safe place. We brought in the Organization for Social Media Safety to do presentations not only to parents but also to students.
We go into schools with our program. It's an assembly for an hour, is my way of helping kids and parents and adults to slow down for a second and think before they communicate with somebody.
Words have power that they can be used to tear someone down. And half of having a conversation with somebody, half of talking to somebody is just being with them and looking at their face and how they react to things. But on social media, you don't really get that.
I've personally been attacked on social media many times. As someone who has some public outlets and I'm public about my Judaism, I have been called every name in the book. I think many of the hate crimes that are happening over the last number of years, and most recently in Pittsburgh, are driven by social media. What I believe we need to start doing is providing hope in the wake of the hate.
In an ideal world, social media would be safe for all of its users.
In an ideal world, social media should be used honestly.
Social media should be used for connecting others, not tearing them apart.
In an ideal world, we would find a way to monitor social media.
It would not consist of any pieces of violence or hatred at all.
In an ideal world, social media would be a place where kids can express themselves and not be scared.